I thank the chair. And we have a class of American warships that haven't been built since World War II. They're called battleships. America made 64 battleships. Only 7 survived World War II. They're the North Carolina, the Alabama, Massachusetts, Iowa, New Jersey, Missouri, Wisconsin. But 1 survived World War II and World War I. This ship is special. It's the Battleship Texas. She is over 104 years old. She was commissioned on March 12th of 1914. She patrolled the Atlantic during the First World War. She's the first American ship with anti-aircraft guns. She's the first battleship that had directors and range keepers to lock on with their 10 14-inch main batteries. There she is today. She's made history in our Navy. March 1919, Lieutenant Commander Edward MacDonald took a British Sopwith Campbell off turret number 3. Naval aviation was born. The Wings of Gold started on the USS Texas. The skipper of the Texas was so impressed, he knows those planes could see splashes for the weapons. They could target with aircraft. That meant the Texas would be the first ship ever to launch planes and recover as spotting mechanisms during a war. The Texas was at Casco Bay, Maine on December 7th, 1941, the day Japan bombed Pearl Harbor. In the Atlantic Ocean, on October 23, 1942, as part of Operation Torch, the invasion of French Morocco, the Texas bombed and bombed and bombed the enemy. June 6, 1944, at 5:50 a.m., the Texas roared to life with a constant bombardment of armored weapons. 225 14-inch rounds hit the Germans in 34 minutes. June 7th, the next day, she's off the cliffs of Point du Hoc, where the Rangers were to dogfight their lives, being shot up from above. The Texas launched 2 Higgins boats, supplied the Rangers with more weapons, and brought the wounded home. That may have been a natural fit. In command of those Rangers was a Texan, a proud Texas Aggie, Earl Rudder. On the beaches that day, my colleague Ted Poe's father, Virgil Poe, heard the Texas roar and saw the flame come out of her big guns. When the war in Europe with Hitler went ashore, the Texas redeployed to the Pacific. On February 16th, she pounded the Japanese on Iwo Jima for 3 straight days before a Marine Corps landed. March 1945, 6 straight days of bombing Okinawa cleared the way for the Army and the Marines to take that island back. The Texas was struck, the naval record, as a registered vessel on April 20th of 1948. She was given to my home state, the state of Texas. She is now the flagship of the Texas Navy, Admiral Ted Poe's flagship. Our colleague Ted is an admiral in the Texas Navy. She's moored right where Texas won her independence, the San Jacinto Monument, right there southwest of Houston, Texas. But sadly, in action in D.C. and in Texas has done what the German Kaiser, General Mussolini, Adolf Hitler, and General Tojo could not do. The Texas is sinking. Rust and time are winning. The Texas still has a Harvard warship. She tried to set sail during Hurricane Ike. She and all these battleships deserve to be saved. It's time to heave up and try so. Vote for this amendment. Save our battleships. I yield back.